Luck, the first one to take on this year's 2K TV challenge against all 3 cover athletes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be 5-0. It's gonna be
Okay, he's feeling good about it.
First, I got LeBron James. Okay, so let's call it screen by the GOAT himself, Shaq. Shaq didn't cut. Guess I got to go with Tracy McGrady in the corner. Oh, LeBron with the. See, that's why LeBron's my.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. We have.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks finds Jackson. Here's Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Winslow, the pass to Morant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Here's Brooks. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket, it's deflected.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
They get it back. Here's Beasley. He can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Minnesota. Back to Morant. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Stolen by Winslow. Brooks with him. He's picked up by Russell. Brooks misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Outstanding vision plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Okogie misses. Jackson dishes to Winslow. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And Beasley, here we go. Back to Towns. Makes it off the glass. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minnesota.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Anderson outside. Clark outside. Pass to Gutteridge. And here is Clark. Off with the layup. Timberwolves have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Snatched up. Kicks it out to Johnson. Reed the pass to Noel. Now here's Culver. 6 to shoot. And then Culver with the dunk.
A matter of speed that time for Culver. Got him inside for his shot, and the defense just couldn't keep up.
Here's Gutteridge. He's guarded by Johnson. Anderson dishes to Clark. Johnson with the block. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Lobbed up there for Clark. The shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's Minnesota in the... And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going to...
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleepy.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
And Memphis making a change here. Elton's checked in. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Towns comes with a double team. Anderson outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Valanciunas. Poked away and stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to Towns.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Anderson outside. Passes to Jones. Here's Jackson. They get a hand on it. Beasley with the steal. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net. You got to get to him quickly.
It's tipped, but they recover it. Pass to Anderson. There's the feed to Jackson. Jones dishes to Jackson. Back to Jones. That's tipped. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. All alone. And the dunk by Towns.
The steal then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player despite being a young buck.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anderson passes to Jones. Here's Valanciunas, covered by Beasley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Winslow comes in for Jackson. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Russell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
To the inside, here's Towns, and Winslow pulls it down. Outside, Jones. Back to Anderson. Outside, Jones. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Comes up empty down low, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Stolen by Jackson. Morant kicks to Brooks. Valanciunas controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And they double up Russell.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. Towns with the steal. And here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Good work there as it goes. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Here's Noel. He's got 8. The pass to Reed. To the middle. Poked loose. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 10.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Gutterich. The putback. Morant on the follow. 12 points for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's Noel. 1:30 left in the third quarter. To the right side. Layman. Another miss by Minnesota. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he comes up with the deuce. Clark's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Noel passes to Culver. To the paint. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Marking.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And there it is for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Noel, following the score by Memphis. Inside. Pass to Culver. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Noel passes to Reed. It's deflected. Clark outside. Down low. Here's Reed. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Layman pass to Towns. Fades away. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves leading by 14. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Winslow, and it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Russell passes to Beasley, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis with the ball. Anderson outside. There's the dish to Jones. On the wing, Winslow. Passes it to Melton. Swiped away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, quick reacting that time helps Okogie come up with a steal, sparking a successful fast break.
Johnson with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. To the inside, Johnson. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Russell. The shot from the low post is good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also the ball hawking. The way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
5 on the clock. On the basket by Jones.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Russell left side. Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. Here's Okogie trying his luck from deep. Johnson at the elbow. Russell from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
To the middle. And Anderson slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Floats it up for Beasley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns is checked in. Jackson in the corner. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And Russell gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Deep 2 from Anderson. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Feeds it to Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Here's Russell. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And that one's good. Russell.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's a Kogi. Rebounded by Valanciunas. So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 18. Brooks finds Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Valanciunas, and they pick up 2.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
Here's Noel. And the pass to Spellman. And here's Evans outside, off target. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
LeBron's my GOAT. I'm so excited for next gen because I get, like I said, nothing's better than getting a 2-for-1 deal, getting it on this current gen and getting it. Oh, hold up. I'm getting distracted. Come on, Kobe. Oh my. Are you kidding me?
This is not an easy challenge.
Let me just, look at this. Come on. Why you got this guy guarding me? Uh-oh.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the folk.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Towns trying to get open, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Russell.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Off target with his 3. Fox with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. It's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
Yeah, Fox is a dependable defender, always active, and he's really smart in terms of his anticipation and using those hands to come up with steals.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Right side Bagley. A pass to Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He's perfect from the line this time. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge. See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
The steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And he goes in for the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Nobody near Barnes. Tries again. Here's Fox. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Towns kicks to Beasley. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Fox finds Bogdanovich, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Here's Reed. Parker's checked in for the Kings. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Hield outside. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Noel passes to Johnson. And it's Lehman in the corner. Now, here's Culver, covered by Parker. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here, and it's in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Hield can't hit. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. The shot by Lehman, no good. Kings have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Parker passes to Holmes. He's looking for Joseph and finds him. Bazemore, no one around him. Culver with it. Holmes covering. And Parker with the block.
Wow, Jabari Parker, not known as a shot blocker, but twice on the pipes.
To the paint. In the corner, Bazemore with it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Johnson in the corner. Passes it to Lehman. Inside. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And then Culver with the dunk.
Impressive physical ability from Jarrett Culver. Explodes off the floor and gets to the cup.
Here's Noel. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Richaun Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Now, here's Holmes. No points in the game yet for him. Good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Jabari Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. The Kings leading. Here's Hield. It's good. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And that's not easy, but Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
There's the pass to Okogie. Towns with it. Over in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Fox goes in. And good that time. And it's a 5-point Kings lead.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Back to Russell. Here's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Russell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bielitsa passes to Hield. The tray. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Barnes dishes to Hield. And another 3 for Sacramento.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
They kick out to Hield. The 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
For 3, Okogie. Rebound by the Kings. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Culver passes to Okogie. Timberwolves passing it around. Johnson in the corner. Knocked away and stolen by Bielitsa. Hield can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 14. A floater, and Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And that one's good, Barnes.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Culver. The rebound by Hield. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fox kicks to Hield, to the paint. Here's Holmes. Johnson with the block, and they're able to recover. Pass to Hield. Up top, Holmes. For the 3. Hield can't hit. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Good, and the assist goes to town. Russell's got 5 now.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
And so it's the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Buddy Hield. He ended up with 17 points. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
We've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The drive by Russell. And he could not get the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Giles the pass to Fox. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 12. And now the Timberwolves on the break. That one goes in. 8 points for him.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik is so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside, Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Lehman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Beasley up top. Hernan Gomez down low. Covered by Barnes. Hernan Gomez in the corner. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hernan Gomez has got 5.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Over in the corner, Barnes. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Noel. Here's Reed. Sacramento grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Knocks it loose, and the turnover again by Sacramento. And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Joseph. Here's Lehman, covered by Parker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. He dishes it to Bazemore. Bagley kicks to Parker from past the arc. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Reed gets the bucket.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
A 3 from Bogdanovic. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Beasley. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Sacramento lead.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Reed. Lehman pass to Reed. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Fox, no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run. Lehman. Good D by Parker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Bagley able to finish.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
And the whistle blows. He's fouled on a shot that misses, but not by much. 2 free throws nonetheless coming up for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Some changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. And it's Buddy Hield in for Kent Bazemore. Fox finds Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And the shot is good. Bielitsa's got 5 points so far.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Johnson against Bagley. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Kings leading now by 7. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. The offensive rebound. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 19 points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Johnson kicks to Beasley. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Bogdanovich. Tipped away and taken away by Johnson. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Back to Hield. Takes a 3. The rebound by Johnson. Fast break, Minnesota. Russell's running. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And now just a 5-point Kings lead.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. Kings ahead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point guard. Sacramento leading by 5. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Beasley. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Towns against Hield. Here's Giles. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
And there's the pass to Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And it's now 22 points for Buddy Hield. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Hield. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 4-point Sacramento lead. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Outside, Russell. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Pass to Okogie. Clock at 6. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 4. Hield left side. Pass to Giles. Tries a 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
On the wing, Johnson. And stolen by Barnes. Here we go, one-on-one. Hield with it. Beasley covering. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Giles. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Gets the first. That brings them within 5. So he gets them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Now the pass to Bielitsa. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
When you get these opportunities, even when you've got the lead, you've got to take advantage. Really nice to be able to knock down the technical like that.
Bagley, great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Kings lead by 7.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
And stolen by Barnes. It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Another miss by Minnesota. Kings leading now by 9. Here's Fox. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Over to the wing. The feed to Beasley. Rebound by the Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Fox. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Minnesota. Floats it up for Beasley. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Hield.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Russell dishes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell, no good. Hield against Beasley. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Outside, Fox. Three-pointer. Offline. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Uh-oh, green! Green! Oh, come on. Leave him open. He can't shoot, coach. Oh my, Kobe! All-time Kobe is killing me right now. Oh no. Oh my gosh. We are in a situation with time on the clock.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following.
'Oh my gosh, I am under pressure right now. Kobe is locking me up. But it doesn't matter, because that's LeBron James! LeBron James! Let me show you. Let me show you, Rook! Listen, man, that's the vet in the Rook right there. LeBron James going in the post. Domination. That's
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt.
Here we go.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the center position. Now here's Morant. The pass to Winslow. From outside, off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a three-level scorer.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Gets on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, offense is always the first thing on Barnes' mind. I mean, if he has to use the refs to get his points at the line, he'll do it.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Bogdanovich wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Down low. And stolen by Barnes. It's 2-on-1. Jumps up, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
Brooks finds Valanciunas, and the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brooks. Fox with the steal.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
Well, the quickness of Fox, excellent at being engaged and positioning himself to go for steals.
On the wing, Jackson. Can they get it? And another miss by Memphis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Fox. Bogdanovich has got 7 points. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Valanciunas, and the shot goes in. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now Valanciunas following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. The drive by Brooks and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dillon Brooks has put in. I mean, he just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Brooks finds Jones. Here's Gutteridge. And here is Clark, covered by Hield. Here's Gutteridge. Deep two from Anderson. 5 to shoot. Clark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Grizzlies have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The multi-talented Anderson, I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far, and they're right here.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, trailing by 4. Some nice passing there by Memphis. On the wing, Jones. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the technical free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Passes it to Holmes. Outside, Joseph. In the corner, it's Hield. Second chance shot. Back to Bazemore. From downtown. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Bazemore.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
And here's Anderson. Pass to Melton. Three-pointer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Kings lead by. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Clark outside to the paint. Gutteridge can't get it to go.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
His teammates are going to love seeing that hustle up the court from McCollum. I mean, and that offensive energy is contagious.
Pass to Melton. It's Jones on the wing. And the rejection by Holmes. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Out to the right wing. And here's Anderson from the arc. And again, Memphis no good. Sacramento leading by 6. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
And Hield likes slamming it home. An athletic two-guarder with skill to getting deep inside.
For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Melton passes to Clark. He kicks to Jones. The pass to Melton. The 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Outside, Joseph passes to Bazemore. On the wing, Hield. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. Anderson wide open. And another miss by Memphis. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Anderson passes to Clark. Anderson dishes to Clark. And another miss by Memphis. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Hield with the bucket.
Using a good combination of size and strength. Hield muscles through the defense beautifully.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Anderson outside. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
They get it again. Holmes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Brooks from outside. The shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. The open shot by Bogdanovich. Great look, but off the mark.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Morant surveying the D. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
52 seconds left here in the second. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got 6.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Back to Bielitsa. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Valanciunas.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Kings leading now by 9. Here's Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Morant with it. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Morant. One second left. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Sacramento.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that'll about do it as we...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy has been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson finds Morant. Up top, Valanciunas. Pass to Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Kings leading now by 10. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. There's the pass to Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Here's Bagley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Bogdanovich against Winslow. Yep, that one goes. Winslow's got his first points in this one. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Brooks outside. Here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Stolen by Brooks. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Bagley.
He moves around the court well for a big man. Valanciunas, he's showing off the mobility. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Anderson passes to Jones. Back to Anderson. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Clark with a wide open look. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Clark's got 6 points.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. Because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Deflects the pass. Fox with the steal. Here's Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 11 points in the game.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Back to Jones, and Anderson kicks to Jones. Shoots from 8, and stolen by Barnes. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, man, what a fundamentally sound defender. I like when Barnes takes chances and comes away with steals.
Here's Valanciunas. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Hield outside. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Left side, Jones. Here's Valanciunas. Off target from three-point range.
Teams can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
Drills the three-pointer.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Hield. Fox dishes to Barnes. And Fox has it in the corner. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 17.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Clark. Valanciunas has got 14.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Kings lead by 15. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in its center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Bazemore misses.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide-open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest margin.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Shoots it up. And that one goes long. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Joseph, the pass to Hield. He dishes it to Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. Joseph has an open look. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Melton. Clark outside. Kicks it to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Back to Clark. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter. Passes it to Holmes. Hield from outside. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. He's covered by Joseph. It's Morant in the corner. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Kings leading now by 11. And here we go. Hield kicks to Joseph. Back to Hield. Pass to Holmes. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. It's Morant in the corner. Here's Valanciunas. That shot off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And Bogdanovic kicks to Hield. Down low. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Beyond the arc. Hield can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Brooks.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Fox finds Hield. Fires for 3. Again, Hield missing.
I don't know why he keeps shooting the 3. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And this is the thing. Morant plays with an edge. You cannot forget about it for a second.
Bogdanovic passes to Bielitsa. Hield outside. And Fox has it in the corner. Fires from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game. Forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Valanciunas has got it back down to within single digits for Memphis. Bogdanovic passes to Hield. Bagley kicks to Fox. Bounce pass Bogdanovic. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Barnes is checked in for Sacramento. So it's the Grizzlies now. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Valanciunas against Bogdanovic. Jackson has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Bielitsa. There's the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
The 3 from Morant. No good. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed.
That's all I can say about it. It's simple as that.
So
check the stats. LeBron, 4 points.
So the first ever 2K TV challenge is dominated by Champ.
Up next, Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DA.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 side. And for Minnesota, they've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Now here's Morant. And a missed layup. Here's Okogie. Pass to Hernangomez. Dishes it to Russell. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here's Morant. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Clock is at 3. Beasley with the steal. Hernangomez against Morant. Hernangomez passes to Towns. From the arc. No good from Hernangomez. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Brooks with no one around. Minnesota with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the first one drops. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Memphis with the ball. Inside. Jackson is doubled. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Al Russell. At the top of the key, Towns.
Hey, right here.
6 to shoot. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
And stolen by Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And then Culver with the dunk.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Valanciunas hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 4. Johnson, that's for 2, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got 9 points. Noel passes to Reed. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Reed with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit from in close. Timberwolves trail. Noel passes to Johnson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Anderson. From beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Noel passes to Reed. He nails it, and we're tied up. Reed's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Here's Noel. He's covered by Anderson. Shot's good by Noel.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark kicks to Morant. Shot from 16. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
The pass to Culver. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The kick out to Anderson. Passes it to Melton. Shot clock at 6. Morant passes to Clark, and Clark slams it in.
In all of his athleticism on display there, Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Melton, and he banks in the layup.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Morant comes with the double team. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Shots good by Noel.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant passes to Melton. Here's Gutterich. Sinks the three-pointer. Gutterich has got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Out to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Timberwolves trail by 5. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got his first 2 points.
And this is what you get with a bigger guard. D'Angelo able to finish through contact.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. 1:10 left in the first half. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Minnesota making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And they'll keep possession. Here's Okogie, and the layup's good off the glass.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Jones kicks to Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Jones. Here's Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. Jonas Valanciunas had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 3 steals, and 1 block.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Beasley with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Okogie. Here's Towns, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Vernon Gomez with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Valanciunas. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
That one falls. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morant kicks to Winslow. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Jake Layman subbed in for Malik Beasley. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Culver's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Gutterich is checked in, and Jones subbed in for Morant.
Strong on that drive to get upstairs and throw it down.
The pass to Gutterich. Jones with it. Here's Melton. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Okogie. Passes it to Reed. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Clark. To the inside. A nice shot by Gutterich. Gutterich has got 5 now.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And then Culver with the dunk.
A matter of speed that time for Culver. Got him inside for his shot, and the defense just couldn't keep up.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Now Anderson, 3-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. He dishes it to Culver. Knocked loose. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones is running. Count that one.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here's Culver. Defended by Jones. A nice shot by Culver.
Of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
He gets that one.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Kicks to Culver. 40 seconds left to play in the third. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And the basket is good. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Grizzlies have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And they take the lead. 6 points for him. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Culver. He's guarded closely, makes it off the glass. Culver's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, you look at Culver and you watch his game. He's a tough two-guard now. He's strong, he's got good length, and he's very skilled.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the three, the small forward. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
That's good from Johnson. Memphis trailing here. Winslow finds Valanciunas. Back to Morant. A three-pointer, no good. Morant's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Feeds it to Towns. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. There's Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. That one doesn't drop. Johnson with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Boy, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop him.
2 points. That one goes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Morant finds Valanciunas. Out to Morant. They get it back.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Johnson dishes to Russell. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
It's Jackson with the drive. Towns with the defensive effort.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Russell, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Beasley with the steal. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Hernangomez finds Beasley. Outside Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the middle. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Johnson. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
And it's Morant missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Beasley in the corner. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. Here's Valanciunas. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 9. And Beasley, here we go. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from Valanciunas. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Johnson, good. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Brooks, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's Russell missing. Pass to Morant. The dish to Brooks. Out to Morant. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.
5-3. I love it.
I really appreciate you having me on this challenge, man. It was awesome. And like I said, I mean, all I do is win. Just like the Lakers in the finals, this year, all I do is win. So I'm excited, though. I'm so happy you had me on this challenge.
I love it. Thanks so much, champ, and congrats for being the first one to take down this year's 2K TV challenge.
Thank you for having me, LD.
The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to give their Sacramento fans something to cheer about. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bialica is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. Beasley left side. To the wing right side. Timberwolves passing it around. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game. Here's Sacramento now. It's a 3-point game. Fox looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Beasley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Outside, Fox. Beasley with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Beasley inside. Bialica's there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Pass to Bagley. To the paint. Back to Bialica. He kicks to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Beasley, the pass to Okogie.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Fox, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Bogdanovich passes to Bialica. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Russell looking around. The dish now to Towns. Russell inside. He's covered by Bielitsa. And Russell gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Misses from close range.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And stolen by Bielitsa. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
Out to the wing. Back to Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. 7 points in the game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played. And with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
Lots of room. Offensive rebound.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And Bazemore does a good job of not getting thrown off balance there. Keeps his focus even after getting hit.
Over to the left wing. Here's Noel. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Culver. And the rejection by Holmes. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hield.
Well, Hield showing some confidence there in the fast break with the jump shot. Just puts his head down and powers his way into that shot.
Out to the right wing. Not going to go that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Noel.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Huge running with purpose right there in the open court situation. Johnson opportunistic on the break.
Hield outside. Pass to Bazemore. Hield left side. Pass to Holmes. Right wing. There's Parker with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Giles checked in for Richaun Holmes. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Culver. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
And Bazemore kicks to Joseph. Nobody near Parker. Sacramento again missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Layman gets the bucket.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 17. And that one's good. Parker.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
Right side Russell. This one for three. The rebound by Giles. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Hield can't hit.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Johnson against Joseph. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Russell against Parker. Hield the pass to Parker. Giles. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
And it's Layman in the corner. Down low, here's Towns. That one's not going to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Hield from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Culver. And it's Russell in the corner from outside the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Parker passes to Giles. Outside, Joseph. That's a 2 from Hield. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. And at Kentucky, Coach Calipari. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Towns down low, working on Bagley. And it's Towns missing. And Fox has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Okogie. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fox has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Sacramento. The drive by Russell. Now the pass to Okogie. Here's Beasley. Hernan Gomez down low. Covered by Barnes. Towns against Joseph. Pass to Okogie. Just 3 to shoot. From deep, Hernan Gomez. Another miss by Minnesota.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And it's Beljica with the foul. That's his first foul. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Okogie, the pass to Reed. Bagley with the rebound.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Okogie. He's got 6. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, Bagley's showing he can be effective on defense, jumping up and getting a steal.
Passes it to Noel. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Joseph. And then for Minnesota, James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. And Bazemore kicks to Holmes. Outside, Fox. Pass to Bazemore. For 3. 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Fox with the steal. Here's the break. Goes up. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Johnson.
Yeah, plays like this make Bazemore sort of feed off the frenetic energy that he plays with. Capable of converting, even though he gets bumped around a little bit, he'll keep coming at you.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa, and it's Buddy Hield in for Fox. Here's Reed. Unable to get that one. And the Kings with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Russell with a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota. The Kings trail by 4. Hield the pass to Holmes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Right side, Russell. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Long range from the inbound. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Three-pointer Hield. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Giles, and it's Hield in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Sacramento making some changes. Bagley comes in for Richaun Holmes. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Barnes can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around.
The wide open look here for Fox. Oh, offensive interference. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Timberwolves leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Beasley against Fox. Inside. It's stolen by Hield. Here we go, all alone. Here's Bagley. And the layup falls. Bagley's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Kings. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And the rejection by Towns. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Okogie. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Kicks to Bagley.
Don't let him shoot that.
Russell against Fox. Back to Barnes. Rocket 6. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Pretty reliable from that area on the floor. Harrison Barnes comfortable rising up and shooting from there.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Fox. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive. Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Beasley with it, now guarded by Fox. Here's Okogie. Buries it down low. And now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Hield kicks to Fox. Back to Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Towns. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Healed from outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Count that bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Beasley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
On the wing, Hield. That one wide left.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Russell passes to Beasley. A beautiful reverse layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Fox, no good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Joseph. Giles kicks to Holmes. Bogdanovich wide open. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Minnesota with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Noel. Joseph with the rebound. One-on-one here. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
with us over social. Here's a look at some of the more impressive ways you guys pulled it off.
From YouTube, so Tico, it's a LeBron James double take, choosing the all.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to... Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Here's Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Bogdanovich against Brooks. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Bielitsa against Valanciunas. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Sacramento. And Fox gets it to go.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
On the wing, Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Fox against Jackson. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Left side, Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
He hits both from the stripe. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Morant passes to Brooks. Winslow the bounce pass. Morant kicks to Brooks. Fox against Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected. You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know.
Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Fox with it. He's picked up by Morant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Pass to Melton to the left side wing. Anderson wide open, and he's good on the 3-ball.
So much of Anderson's future value is tied to the improvement he makes with the 3-point shot.
Barnes passes to Hield. From deep. And it's Melton with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Clark with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. Giles kicks to Parker. Back to Giles. Right side, Fox. Out to the right wing. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Got a hand on it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jones checked in for John Morant. Then for the Kings, Rashawn Holmes. He's checked in for Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Outside, Jones. Here's Gutterich. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Joseph looking around, and so Sacramento again turning it over. .52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the left wing, here's Gutterich, and it's off from three-point range. The Kings trail by 4. Here's Hield, and it's Melton with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, Joseph. Holmes passes to Bazemore. Three-pointer, Hield. Sacramento again missing. Pass to Clark. Anderson with the ball. Over to the wing. Here's Gutterich. Jones for 3. They get the rebound.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brooks. And it's Gutterich in at the 2. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Back to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And slam dunk by Clark.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hit the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Some changes for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Jabari Parker. And Bogdanovic kicks it to Bazemore. Joseph against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Bogdanovic. It's Bielitsa. That one a little long.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Brooks outside. The dish to Winslow. Passes to Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. No good on the 3. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. At the elbow, Jones. And there's the pass to Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. That shot misses. The Kings trail by 10. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. As I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics, any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. A 3-ball. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. To the paint. It's stolen by Bagley. And now Sacramento on the break. Fox leading the charge. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And he makes that one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Out to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. To the middle. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Fox. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Morant. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Winslow, the pass to Brooks. To the inside. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists in the game. And the pass to Fox. Releases. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Winslow finds Valanciunas, and there's the defensive 3-second call. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him.
And here is Barnes. Outside, Joseph. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle under. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Shaq, a team that used to be known for its grit and grind style. Memphis. And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for three. The Kings trail by 3. Bogdanovich wide open. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Winslow. Now Morant. Here's Valanciunas, covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. And finally they hit one. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Then for the Kings, Parker's checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Outside, Jones. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's 19 points for De'Aaron Fox.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Winslow kicks to Jones. The three-pointer, no good. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Speed, athleticism, Kent Bazemore more than capable of taking it all the way to the rack.
Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Morant passes to Jones. And here's Winslow. Morant scanning the floor. Parker with the steal. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer, Hield. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morant dishes to Winslow. Morant against Fox. And finished off by Morant.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Giles comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Joseph, the pass to Giles. Feeds to Joseph. Back to Bielitsa. 18 feet out. It's Clark with the rebound.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And Anderson kicks to Clark. Anderson dishes to Clark. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Fox, he's checked in for the Kings. Now, here's Bielitsa. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis leading by 3. All going up court. Clark trying to get open. And he gets it to go.
A nice setup. Kyle makes pretty good decisions with the ball in his hands.
Right side, Fox. On the wing, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. To the right side. Morant passes to Anderson. To the paint. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Fox. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Pass to Morant. Here's Gutterich. Off target with his three. Now Hield for the tie, and he sinks the layup. Hield's got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Grizzlies shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Dylan Brooks out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Here's Hield, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Brooks, the pass to Clark.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First free throw is good. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jones comes in for Milton. Parker's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovich comes in for Buddy Hield. And for the Kings, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Fox, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Fox with the steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
And Anderson kicks to Jones. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And here's Anderson for three, but they'll get another chance. Poked away. It's stolen by Bagley. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. It's good. Parker's got the lead up to 4 now for Sacramento.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead. It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Bielitsa, who's checked in for the Kings.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. Free throw good. Fox. Morant. He's checked in for Tyus Jones. He's off on the second.
And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Kings leading now by 3. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Barnes kicks to Fox. Back to Barnes. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Barnes' teammates feel comfortable with him taking the shot. Pressure does not seem to faze him in big moments.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Valanciunas with the ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bogdanovich, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Sacramento lead.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Barnes passes to Bagley.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Hields checked in for the Kings. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:22 left to play here in the 4th. Hield outside. Launches a 3. Second shot opportunity, and an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Morant outside. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. The 3 from Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Fox, no good. Unloads. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Brooks dishes to Morant. The pass to Winslow. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Morant outside. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one.